I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say that I know the game better than Blizzard or whoever, but it was just interesting. It's an interesting change.
It is
I'll say
interesting.
it's
It is out
interesting.
of this world, I would say. I don't think anyone would actually think of something like that. You must have one heck of a mind to actually
Yeah.
be that creative.
Yeah, whoever designed the new change, probably
Was
spends.
on something probably when he was actually
I mean-
thinking about
I
it.
mean, he just spends a lot of time thinking about the game.
Maybe,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
the
when-
dedication is.
Yeah,
is
when
what
you
we wanna say.
really love the game, you would really think about pretty much everything.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's true.
I think we are going to go for a short break if that's okay. If we're going to go for a short break, if that's okay, we'll need to come back maybe in a couple of minutes. If that's fine. Yep. We're going to come back with the Harvey Norman's Gamers Cup in a few short moments' time till we fix the technical issue. Do apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll be back in a few short moments' time.
Well,
I guess we're not.
I mean, Afis just showcase your wonderful
What am I supposed?
your wonderful face.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I really want to give props to the community in Singapore. I did not expect this many.
This
to sign up.
turnout.
I did not expect it at all. Definitely did not. I mean, we haven't had a tournament for quite a while.
Yeah.
I think players were hungry. They want a tournament. That being said, the moment they saw the opportunity, just put your hands on it. So even online tournaments, we don't see these much Singaporean teams actually.
I think it's just it's very hard to dedicate. So, for example, like Open Division, right? It's very hard to dedicate yourself to Open Division because it's every week. If you have a tournament, right? It's just like one weekend.
Yeah.
Or just
true.
a few evenings and it's done. But Open Division is like very. It's also very daunting. I think when you go in and you have to face up against if you unfortunately get to face up against a Thai team that is one of the top teams.
Yeah, not to
in the
mention you
region.
actually get to hang out with your friends. I think that's probably one of the most important things
Yeah.
when it comes to just teams in general. You just want to be able to go out and have fun with your friends, and that is pretty much what's probably going to be happening here as well. And I want to give a big shout out to Harvey Norman as well as Oman by HP for actually allowing us to do this here. It kind of brings me a lot of good memories back in the days when Overwatch started, how big it was back then.
Yeah. I think that Overwatch is still
big, yeah.
I think the issue is, like you said, tournaments are hard to come by, and that's why, people just sort of lose interest over time. But yeah, so we
Actually, you know what? If for those who are watching right now, if you're watching live right now on twitch.tv/zenway productions, why not you make your way down here? If you're part of the community in Singapore right now, I mean, it's only 10:50 a.m. at the moment.
yeah.
And
Come down, say hi to Afis. Afis will
I mean, yeah, sure, you can say hi to me, say hi to her as well at the same time. Say hi to anyone here. Actually, we're a close-knit community. Pretty much everybody knows everybody, if you think about it.
I mean, we have to be close, I think, in
Yeah.
order to sort of drive the esports community forward, right? As opposed to, sort of pretending that no one else exists, because no man is an island. The community is important to growing the game and growing interest in esports.
That is definitely it. We are still having some issues, unfortunately. But yeah, seeing my face on camera, it's been a while actually.
Just now when we did the camera test, they were like, "Oh, I haven't seen my face in so long."
Right? Exactly. It has been a while.
Yep.
So it's pretty nice to see. We do see some familiar names, like we mentioned earlier. We do see Xenofly here. He was on the streamer spotlight on Blizzard app. If for those who did not know, he was testing out the new Wrecking Ball. Actually, since we're here right now, let's talk a little bit about the Wrecking Ball.
I just call him Hamtaro, but
I call it too.
That's probably not
Yeah.
something you should.
You shouldn't, but
don't
still,
sue me for
it is actually
copyright
pretty funny.
infringement. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
But yeah, so really cute. I mean. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Right.
So we
okay,
have
so
been.
okay, so basically what happened was that there was no sound on the stream, and we did not know that.
Yikes.
So we introduced ourselves. We were just like miming the whole time.
Okay, good. It's like a
Yeah.
warm up, right? Hey,
Yeah,
welcome everybody.
exactly.
Welcome to the Harvey Norman's Gamers Cup here in Millennium Walk. It is a brand new 2018 Overwatch tournament, and excited to be able to cast this tournament itself. My name is SodaFizz, and this is...
I'm Suki. So, welcome to the stream. We are going to be starting soon. There are 16 teams here today. Actually, there are a couple more on the waiting list, so hopefully we'll be able to see more teams play today. Lots of new players, lots of old ones, but all in interesting lineups, actually. So even the big teams are all sort of remixed into each other, so it's quite interesting to see how it's going to turn out today. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of teams mixing up new players, old players at the same time as well. I'm pretty interested to see the new players, especially.
Yeah.
I want to see how they perform.
Maybe we'll find the next star player.
I think we are about to start the first map of the whole tournament itself, ladies and gentlemen. It's none other than badmanbruddahs versus up2you.
Yep, and we are going to go to Nepal. So for all of the control maps today, it is going to be a best out of 5, which is the old school way of doing it. So we get to see how that goes. On the side of up2you, we have Rose, aka Azalea, Clement, Kronos, Bupa, Sev, and Legend.
On the side of badmanbruddahs, we have Lone Walker 69, Axian Illusion,
AXN
Illusion, GX, JX Revolution, Sleep Pig, Kin Potatoes, as well as Amaki Sali. I love her, by the way. If you do not know who Amaki Sali is, she's a Japanese idol in Japan.
She?
Yeah,
I had
and
no
she's
idea.
Extremely funny because she was raised in California.
Oh.
So she went all the way to Japan and then saw her live stream search. Anyway, enough fanboying. I'm gonna go straight back into the match. This is a best of 5. Also, not to mention, this is a single elimination tournament.
Yeah. So the maps itself, it isn't going to be a best out of 3 maps, but for Nepal, it's going to be best out of 5. So it'll be quite interesting to see how it goes here. Instantly coming out with the Pharah. Interesting choice. No Mercy. Oh, never mind. Bupa does change out from the Lucio to the Mercy, bringing up some support for Rose here on the Pharah.
I think he utilized the Lucio's speed boost just for a while to get them there faster. But Clement actually, and Legend as well, takes the mech out of the Diva. And 3 actually down for the side of badmanbruddahs. That's actually pretty strong offense coming out from the side of up2you.
Yeah, the aggression coming from up2you. The moment they saw AXN without any of that defense matrix left, they just collapsed on the entirety of that team, and the right clicks coming out from the Zenyatta doing so much damage. I think Sleepig on that Moira unable to really keep up with the healing required on the side of badmanbruddahs.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they're actually utilizing a Moira instead of something else, like maybe a Zenyatta. Even Lucia would be better. But maybe they have something up their sleeves and we wouldn't know, and you don't see it, and they don't even have a shield to actually block all the damage coming out from the side of up2you.
Yeah, and now the Mercy as well as the Moira go down first, so standing a bit too far forward. I think as well the Soldier and the McCree aren't really getting the hits onto Rose here. I believe Sev and Legend are just doing such a good job on the ground itself, just defending their Pharah there, and even taking out the Diva late. So that's a very late respawn coming out for AXN Illusion here.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the fact that badmanbruddahs are pretty new. You can tell that very obvious, but I think they're just warming up maybe. Is trying to see if they can actually just try their own composition. Amaki Sali actually switches up to a 76 instead, trying to deal with that Pharah in the air, I do believe so. But with that, Zenyatta, it's not going to be an easy task to take down the Pharah Mercy composition.
And we see Rose coming in from the back with a beautiful rocket barrage, taking out the entirety of the team, basically, from badmanbruddahs. Kronos as well as Clement actually pulling out their ultimates as well. I mean, a bit of overkill maybe, but the positioning coming out from Azalea here, Rose here, is just doing a lot of work.
What badmanbruddahs need to do right now is switch out one of their tanks to someone that can actually allow, just put some shields, maybe a Winston to go along the Diva, or even a Ryan has to stop all the damage coming up from the side of up2you. But they still want that Roadhog utilized in their composition. And also Sleepig still, there's not even one of the support ultimates up at all.
Yeah, and I think Sleepig here needs to finally pops out the ultimate, but it's too late. Already losing the mech, already losing the McCree. It's not going to be enough here. That Moira Coalescence not doing much. Legend taking out the Soldier and taking out the Diva as well is going to be Rose. So, you know, we saw that Coalescence come out very early on in that fight, but it was just a little bit too late. They lost a member, they lost the mech. It's a very difficult fight here for badmanbruddahs.
Yeah, very convincing first round coming up from the side of up2you. I mean, it's a bit set of 5. Still pretty much anyone's game. badmanbruddahs probably gonna switch out to a full dive comp. Maybe they do have 3 supports. Probably JX Revolution is gonna switch out to a Winston, or maybe still on their Roadhog, because Roadhog Orisa is pretty much one of the better compositions, I would say, to be utilized in Sanctum.
I mean, it's quite interesting that the point where, oh well, yeah, so we do see the Roadhog here. It's interesting that they're gonna be running a solo tank. I mean, maybe JX is gonna swap out to a Diva or something afterwards with the speed boost.
Is that a triple support coming up from the side of
It is a
badmanbruddahs?
triple support, yes.
Wow.
So, and they're actually going to be sticking with it. So triple support going up against up2you. Interesting choice here. Now the Hanzo coming in from Rose. All the headshot damage, just doing so much work. And the Roadhog first to fall coming out from badmanbruddahs.
It's okay to have triple support, but maybe an extra Moira is just a little bit too overkill, I would say, for heals come through. Maybe they need to switch up. Even a Brigitte would be a lot better against this kind of composition. But then again, that's pretty much a full team wipe coming up from the side of up2you, and they will be able to capture the point first.
I mean, it's quite awkward to have a triple support and have your Roadhog die first.
Yeah.
I think that's really weird. But Sleeping now, going onto that Orisa, wants to fight up against Kronos. But Kronos going in so aggressively, just really tanking in all the damage and allowing up2you to get all the hits in. And finally, they actually kept the point.
The funny thing is, Kin Potatoes together with GX Revolution was already on the point together with them. And they were contesting the points while this is going on here in the entrance near badmanbruddahs spawn. So there were 2 different fights going on at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing with Lucio, right? He goes in so aggressively, the rest of his team is just left behind. Oh, and here we see a Riptire coming out from Legend. Is he gonna get, he gets 2, both the Soldier and the Mercy going down. This is actually disastrous for badmanbruddahs right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel the confidence coming up from the side of up2you. They're just plowing through badmanbruddahs here. Right now, they still have that. Oh, that's a beautiful headshot coming out from Rose. I would say it takes down the Riptire as well. Wants to take down the Mercy, misses the headshot unfortunately, but it's still okay. They can still apply as much damage as possible. There is an Orisa shield right in front of him. So another headshot coming out from Rose right now. He's just having a ball of his time. The Legolas coming through.
Legolas taking out hits, taking down names, and up2you now. They are actually going to sweep around the back. badmanbruddahs trying to peek from that right side, unable to get anything done though. The coordination coming up from up2you, the turning is just doing really well, and they take out the Reaper, they take out the Soldier, that Hanzo Dragon out, going through the entirety of badmanbruddahs, taking the rest of the team down.
Oof, this is it's very hard to watch actually. But the thing is that it is still a learning process for any team. But maybe, just maybe, they're not really good at control points.
I do feel like badmanbruddahs, they are trying to counteract. They're playing around heroes that they are good at playing. You know, they're trying to do something. So it's not like they have no hope here, but maybe just a little bit too aggressive on the DPS. You know, the tanks were further behind. The Reinhardt was nowhere near the Reaper at that point in time. Maybe play a bit more slowly. Don't play according to up2you's
And also, they're playing against players that have been in the contenders. They have Azalea as well as Legend. Both of these 2 players, probably one of the best DPS we have right now in Singapore as well.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that is true. I also feel like, you know, badmanbruddahs maybe playing a little bit too into up2you's game. So up2you, we saw what they were doing was they were holding that doorway with the Orisa Hanzo spam, right? They had the Junkrat, Legend on the Junkrat, just spamming Riptires out the left side door. And if you know that that's coming, you wouldn't really stand so close. You know, maybe go to the other side. Take that small hallway where the Reinhardt would do better in. Go through, you know, different thought processes of how you know, your lineup could potentially counteract the other team's lineup, as opposed to just running at them. Because, as you said, in terms of, you know, maybe pure mechanical skill, up2you do seem to have the upper hand here.
Yep. That is definitely the case here, as you can see. But this is just the first map, and right now they're running a McCree instead of a Widowmaker, actually. But it's pretty good. Okay, I guess. This is Nepal, not like a payload map or whatever. So I guess it's perfectly fine to run a McCree. Gets the kill on towards Amaki Saleh as well by Clement. Right now, just applying damage on towards the tanks of badmanbruddahs. The thing is that they don't have a shield to just stop all the damage coming through. Headshots on towards Sleep Pig as well. It takes him down. The only one on point is going to be the Mercy, and that's another headshot as well. And a full team wipe coming up from the side of up2you.
I think it's very difficult to run a tank lineup of D.Va Zarya because the D.Va feels like she has to face forward. But as we saw just now, she was trying to defend Kin Potatoes, her Mercy, from the tidy up to you. You know, turning that defense matrix just a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, actually opens up so much damage towards you. And we do see a Hanzo Dragon going in, actually takes out the Junkrat, and he's going in for more. Takes out the Moira as well, aggressively going in, going against the enemy Hanzo. Is he going to get anything here? No, actually, he's going to have to be support the rest of his team, but it doesn't matter. All of up2you is there. Legend coming in with some beautiful hits there from the McCree.
badmanbruddahs needs to be a little bit more aggressive here. They're just allowing up2you just go up into their faces. What they need to do is just, they have the Winston, they have the D.Va, just dive onto them. That's pretty much what you should do when you're running a D.Va Winston. And they're actually allowing up2you to just go up to them, even with Zarya Reinhardt composition.
I do feel like up2you, you know, once they get that first kill, instantly, you know, the aggressive button is turned on. Whereas badmanbruddahs, once they lose that first person,
oh my goodness,
man,
that headshot on towards Amakisali was pretty dirty, I would say.
And it was very nice. And instantly, they spot out the Winston. They lose, finally Rose goes down to Sleepig, as well as GX Revolution. They're going in
really
aggressively now. And a beautiful hook, taking out Clement as well. So now Sleepig with the Coalescence. He's trying to heal up his Winston. Not going to be enough, but they are going to change the point over to their favor. So badmanbruddahs finally getting some percentage on the point here.
It was definitely just a little bit too... up2you played a little bit too confident over there. They didn't really realize... The thing is that Kin Potatoes was actually doing a res on towards Amakisali. They were down by one healer, I would say. So Sleepig definitely did a really good job. And not to mention, they got to pick on towards Rose, they got to pick on towards Legend as well. And there you go, gets another kill on towards Legend at the same time, forcing the res by Bupa.
I mean, Legend, he was very aggressive there, going in after Kin Potatoes, but the duck and weaving coming out from the badmanbruddahs Mercy was a little bit too much for him. you know. But at the same time, Badman Brothers are not taking the advantage. They're not going in aggressively. They actually have an opportunity there when they were reviving him to go in, but they didn't. And now they have Amaki Sali going in the back lines. But where's the rest of his team? No, he falls down first. And now it is going to be Winston trying his best with the Primal Rage to survive. The Zarya ultimate gets 2, and Kronos swinging away with his hammer, getting all the kills and all the glory.
Yeah, the Hanzo grab actually completely missed, but it's okay pretty much. Yeah, I think it's pretty much set in stone. You have up to you. They're going to be able to win and Nepal with ease. 3-0 to score. Monkey Sally tried to come back on points and maybe just contest it just a little bit, but unfortunately it will get taken down. There you go. First map goes to up to you.
Yep, and you know, as much as you know, you can say up to you did. They just, you know, outplayed Badman Brothers in this map, right? But Badman Brothers, they actually had an opportunity to come back, and I think it's all about the timing. Knowing when to go in is so important. Here we see the moment they lost that Diva mech, the entirety of Up to You just collapses onto Badman Brothers, takes them out one by one. Easy kills for Rose there.
Very, very easy kill. Because he was totally uncontested in the end. They needed a Zenyatta's Discord up to actually maybe just amplify the damage that's onto the even the Fair Mercy as well. See, when you run a Fair Mercy, when you're playing against a Fair Mercy especially, you need that Discord up. You need that Discord up to be able to amplify the damage, because the pocket coming from for the Mercy is not going to be an easy task for any DPS to actually even solo take down the Fair Mercy. So you need some help from your teammates as well.
And they had the McCree Soldier for a period of time, and they were unable to even touch Rose. But that's also kudos to Rose, because his positioning was pretty amazing. He always was sweeping around the back, coming in from blind spots, causing Badman Brothers to, you know, really struggle on where they should look. And I think that's the biggest issue, I think, for them, was that the tanks didn't quite know how to face, because the threat was coming from multiple angles. Yeah,
and also a good Pharah knows how to utilize the environment. That's why Village is always one of the better maps to utilize the Pharah Mercy. You can use the roofs in both sides of the sides actually to just block all the damage coming out from your opponents. And that's pretty much what Rose did. And I think we're just waiting for the next map to come through. That is the first map. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of Up to You.
Yeah, so the way this works is that the loser gets to pick the map, and then the winner picks the side of which they want to start on. So yeah, we are waiting for them to pick a map that has to be either a hybrid or escort map.
So this is Badman Brothers' map choice. So they have the advantage here. They know what maps they're good in, so they can choose the maps that they want to. So right now we're still waiting for maybe a pick coming up from the side of Badman Brothers. For those who do not know, this is the Harvey Norman Gamers Cup happening in Millennia Walk, sunny Singapore, Saturday morning as well. Almost afternoon actually, 11 a.m. here. So if you're watching online, if you're in Singapore, you might want to make your way down, because there are really good discounts here actually. All over maybe any Harvey Norman, but you gotta come here because I mean, you Overwatch.
You just come and watch the games, maybe hang out a little bit, meet up with some old friends, new friends.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're still waiting. We're still waiting for Badman Brothers to pick a map. What do you think they need to do, Suki? You saw their compositions. You pretty much know that some players only can play certain heroes. For example, Sleep maybe can only play Moira. But it's okay to one trick. But the thing is that other players need to maybe cover up for what they're missing. So what do you think they're missing right now?
I do think that their tank lineup needs to be a little bit more aggressive, because we always see the tanks kind of holding back, really wanting to defend their supports, right? But then you see the DPS just running forward, being very aggressive. So I think there's a little bit of a miscommunication, or maybe error in application of how you should play, because you know, the tanks are there to soak damage while buying space for the DPS. But what happened was the DPS was actually buying more space for the tanks. So at one point in time, I think during one point in time, you know, Amaki Sally, as the Tracer, was jumping into the entirety of Up to You, and the tank line wasn't there yet. So by the time the Winston came in, by the time the Diva came in, Amaki Sally was down. And that was it. That's the end of the fight. Because the Tracer, you know, your damage dealer is gone.
I mean, if you don't make space for your DPS as tanks, your DPS is not going to be able to do anything. So for those who are watching right now, if you're playing online, maybe you should stop saying, where DPS, where DPS? Maybe as a tank, you might want to give some space to your DPS. Maybe that's when you get some SR points.
I mean, I've actually never heard someone ask me where DPS is. Have you?
I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
multiple amounts of times.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Sadly.
Yeah, but it's pretty much part and parcel of
Competitive.
gaming, especially when you're playing with strangers. So it is what it is.
Yep, and we are going to be in King's Row, very popular map choice, and Up to You are going to know how to play this perfectly because they have played this a lot.
This map is a heaven for snipers. Double, triple sniper composition. We might see Anna's as well. It's been a while since we've seen Anna, but then again, it's always the Hanzo's Widow compositions that's always utilized in this map because it's pretty much for. I mean, you saw the trailer, you saw the lore coming up from Widowmaker's videos as well.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is a sniper map.
It is, and we're talking about Anna. The change to her healing dart as well. It'd be quite interesting to see if it really comes into play here. I mean, it's a very minor change, but people are very split on whether it's a good change or not. So we'll have to see how it goes. But it is gonna be Up to You going on attack first. And they're going to go with Orion Hazaria, very traditional. Badmanbruddahs still running that Diva though on AXN Illusion. So maybe we'll see Makisali, the DPS previously, now playing the Reinhardt.
They have a Diva, they have a Reinhardt now. They have a shield now to block all the damage coming from the side of Up to You. So things might be a little bit different here. And they do have more healing, I would say, coming out from Badmanbruddahs as well. They have a Moira and an Anna. But the thing is that when you utilize an Anna, you have to aim. So that's a little bit harder, I would say. And you don't have the res as well.
Exactly, and already 1 down, 2 down on the side of Badmanbruddahs. Up to You just running through this lineup right now. Clement does fall to JX Revolution in the background, but AXN gonna lose the mech right away, and that's gonna be it, I think, very much for that defense. Up to You pushing it very aggressively. Oh no, they actually take out Rose. Rose a bit too aggressive there, unable to land the kill onto Lone Walker or Kin Potatoes. It was Sev who cleaned up in the end.
That fight actually went really not too shabby for the side of Badmanbruddahs because Sleep Pig did get a lot of healing. And the fight was longer than I expected. So this could maybe stop them a little bit here in the streets phase of King's Row. It's a very
That's a very, very hopeful tire.
Yeah, that's a very hopeful tire. In the open, it's going to get taken down. And Lone Walker right now just trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Maybe take down the shields coming up from Kronos as well.
Yeah, but Lone Walker was picked off very early on in the fight just now. Unable to get much position. Oh, and the beautiful Dragon takes out the Reinhardt. Forces the entirety of Badmanbruddahs to split into 2. An Earth Shatter as well. Oh, he really wanted that kill. But never mind, Legend cleaning up for him instead. And yeah, it's just a lot of great positioning coming up Up to You and a very aggressive plays from this squad.
Yeah, he would have actually gone in front and start swinging his hammer, but unfortunately he was trapped by the Junkrat trap itself. And right now they're just plowing through during the street phase. They do have the Coalescence here coming up from Badmanbruddahs, so maybe that would have aid them in the next team fight. We'll see. Deadeye coming through. The shield's really low as well. Makisali will get taken a triple kill there with the Deadeye from Legend. What an amazing play.
Yeah, beautiful play. The timing on that ultimate was just really, really well done. And Makisali went down. I mean, it was due to happen, right? It was going to happen. So Legend gets trapped while trying to be cheeky. And I think that's a little bit of hubris showing there.
Right now, Badmanbruddahs has 3 ultimates up. They have a substantial amount of ultimates to actually maybe stop this push from coming through. But then again, if you look at it closer, Up to You does have a couple of combos that could definitely just keep the snowball rolling. And that's exactly what's going to happen right now. Graviton has been popped together, Dragon as well. But GX Revolution comes in with a double kill. 3 down for the side of Up to You as well. And this could spell disaster for the team on the red.
Yeah, and actually, they're pushing back quite well here, Badmanbruddahs. Even Rose being on the cart, just trying to be a real annoyance together with Bupa. Bupa finally falls, and they're going to have to reset here. Rose dying here, actually quite late, is not good news for Up to You. So, maybe the aggressive plays, maybe their cheeky plays, being a bit too arrogant then, not going to pay many dividends. So Badmanbruddahs, they have to defend. They do still have 4.5 minutes though. This is going to be a very hard ask for Badmanbruddahs.
Yeah.
But we see a Symmetra.
This could definitely work. I've always wanted to see this, and let's see how the new Symmetra will work in favor of Up to You. They do have the Nana boost here on Badmanbruddahs. They do. Oh, they're actually going to go utilize it to go on high ground as well. Takes the mech out from EXN Illusion, and right now they are one tank down. They're going for the back lines as well. The charge comes in, takes down Lone Walker. Rose takes down GX Revolution as well. Pops the Corolescence to keep everybody alive. And right now things are going really good for up2you. Pops the Corolescence, but he's the only one alive. No one else to stop him in his tracks. D.Va is forced to fall back, so waiting for his teammates. But Hades goes in. The mech gets taken down as well. There's pretty much nothing the side of badmanbruddahs can do, and they're gonna get the 3rd point.
So that was actually a beautiful chart from Kronos. I have to say, Lone Walker was actually just jumping up and down off the cart, trying to get as much damage onto the backlines of up2you as possible. But Kronos just charging right in, getting him the pin, getting that soldier down ASAP was so important for them. And up2you, you know, they took down EXN Illusion on that D.Va, and I think maybe, yeah, that's a very interesting use of Symmetra.
Yeah, I think this is what we expect, right? When the new Symmetra has been introduced in the competitive scene. Plays that people do not like, it would even remotely think about, and they utilize it really well. And badmanbruddahs is just a little bit too slow to react to it, or even don't even have time to react to it if you think about it.
I think it was it's quite a risky play though, because if AXN still had his D.Va boost, he would have just flown out of there, and it would be a very different fight, right? So really recognizing when to go in, I think that timing coming out from Rose there was actually really, really well done. So, you know, the timing on that Symmetra teleporter is actually quite difficult to land, in my opinion. You know, it's one of those things where it could make or break you.
That is absolutely true, and right now this might actually be the last map of the first match, because this is a best out of 3. up2you is up by 1 point. If they win this match, if they win this map itself, they're gonna go straight to the next round, and badmanbruddahs will have to go home. So they really have to think about their compositions here right now. We do see some changes here. Might actually just utilize this Lucio to maybe just boost the first push itself. But we've seen some couple of changes actually on badmanbruddahs.
Yeah, so EXN Illusion now running on that Junkrat, and Kin Potatoes, who has been playing the Mercy actually, now running the D.Va. I actually think that Kin did pretty well on Mercy earlier, so we'll have to see if Kin can do much with the D.Va here. Makisali trying to get some hits in, not really getting much damage done though on this Hanzo, unfortunately.
Yeah, and right now they're just plowing through and trying to maybe just take out as much health. Coming out, the charge comes up from nowhere, takes down Rhodes. It is a trade-off, 1-for-1 there, but GX Revolution gets taken down. And they're gonna get a rest here. This is the beauty about having a Mercy in your composition. Being able to resurrect one of your teammates is definitely a huge factor.
Definitely, and the damage, you know, up2you, once they get the kill, once they have a bit of momentum behind them, they push forward. And, you know, badmanbruddahs, I think the running the Reinhardt together with a D.Va not really working out for them. I think a Zarya would definitely be a better choice here. You know, he would have maybe saved GX Revolution earlier if he had a bubble on him. But any case, they take down one, they Earth Shatter the solo Moira. And it's fine though, they still got lots of ultimates to work with, a lot of time to burn away here, and Rose just taking down names on fire already.
Yeah, and they don't even have a Zenyatta to stop all the damage coming from what I could probably see a Grav Dragon coming out from up2you, because the only way you can actually stop any, the damage coming through from the Grav Dragon is if you have a Transcendence. But even still, when you damage boost the Dragon, you're going to be able to go through the Transcendence as well. So they have to think about the composition right now. They popped the Earth Shatter, but unfortunately, there you go. Beautiful Graviton Surge together. Doesn't even need to utilize the Dragon as well. The damage was just there. And they're going to be able to team wipe the side of badmanbruddahs yet again.
I have to say, Makisali actually dropped a really good Dragon. You know, forcing up2you to split up, actually giving GX Revolution the space to get an Earth Shatter. But the Earth Shatter not going through, too much damage coming out from up2you was just too much for them to handle. And you know, immediately both the supports are down already. They even have a Deadeye just to sweeten the deal. And Legend just uncontested there on that bus, red bus.
Yeah, and right now it is just so far. Oh my goodness gracious me, that is. I mean, a little bit banter here and there, I would say, coming out from both teams, so it's okay.
Yep, and now we do have, you know, we have the Transcendence, we do have the Self-Destruct, and they actually popped the Lucio ultimate, but they didn't go in. They popped the Lucio ultimate and then just stopped going in. up2you, happy with that exchange. Why not? Bleeding out the ultimates on the side of badmanbruddahs and taking out 2, taking out 3. It's just so much damage on the side of up to you. Kin Potatoes was hiding inside the room, unable to do much. You know, that defense matrix not actually saving anybody in that fight.
Yeah, and right now they have exactly 1 minute to get the first point. They do have Diva, Kin Potatoes with that self-destruct for the next push. They could actually utilize it, but the thing is that they have another grab combo. They have 6 ultimates actually coming out from the side of up to you. So badmanbruddahs need sheer luck here. They have a beautiful ult coming out with the dragon combo as well. And that is 2 down, 3 down, 4. I mean 3 down actually if you include the mech as well. There you go, 4 down with Clement and Kronos just finishing it up. Right now they're trying to take down the last one, which is none other than EXN Illusion. They only have sub 30 seconds to capture the next point. Things are looking really bleak here for badmanbruddahs.
Yeah, and Legend just very cockily walking into theater. But, you know, he's going to get out fine. There's not enough damage. No, they don't have any trap mechanism on the side of badmanbruddahs, and they're just charging in. Kronos missing the charge there. So still have a chance here for badmanbruddahs, but no, the headshot as well as the Zenyatta orb coming in. Amakisali takes him out, and now Kin Potatoes in a lot of trouble. There's a Junkrat tire, but it's going to be too little too late, and up to you. Going to take the second map here and the series as well away from badmanbruddahs. So up to you, going to progress to the next stage. badmanbruddahs, unfortunately, going to say goodbye. And JX Revolution actually with the play of the game.
Oh, this was a beautiful double kill actually, together with the Earth Shatter. Actually, the setup was came out from the, I do believe it's Amakisali on the Reinhardt.
Yeah.
So thanks to that, they actually got a really good rip tire coming out from EXN Illusion. And there you go, up to you, 2-0. Very convincing actually.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us didn't really expect it.
I mean, that was expected, right?
I'm just
in a way. In a way. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? It's like, if you are new to competitive gaming, if you are new to playing in tournaments, you are going to lose a lot because you need the experience. You need to know how a LAN differs from playing at home, from playing, you know, you know, even if you're playing from home, it's different. It's a different environment. You're playing up against teams that are going to be much, you know, higher skilled or mechanically better, and you have to think of ways to sort of, you know, minimize the difference, whether it be through improving mechanical skill, improving your strategies, you know, playing around the enemy team or forcing them to play your game. So this is not an unexpected result. It is an expected result. But, you know, I really want to say kudos to badmanbruddahs and to all the new players who are coming into competitive. It's actually a beautiful thing. I mean, it may seem really bad right now and you feel kind of bad, but, you know, you look back on it, if you want to improve, if you strive to get better, it's going to be something that, I don't know if I should say this, like diligence, you know?
It's a learning process.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't just win if you never lost. So you need to lose once in a while to maybe get a slap in the face.
I mean, we've seen Azalea lose a lot of times.
Oh! Oof.
Not to call you out, man.
Okay.
But, you know, like everyone on the winning team has lost a lot as well. You can't say that this is, you know, an easy thing for them to do. So kudos to badmanbruddahs. Thank you for playing. But it is going to be up to you who's going to be progressing into the next round.
Yep, we're going to go for a short break. And when we do come back, we're going to come back with the next 2 teams that's going to take part. And we'll see who's going to be playing next.
I think it's Pachigasm versus ge.pointbreak.
Yeah, that might actually be a good game. And we're going to go for a short break. We'll be back in a few short moments' time. Stick around.